Good morning, all the students of 5th standard. We are learning here 5th lesson of our history, evolution of mankind. This lesson we have started page number 19, and from this lesson, first point, the skilled human. This one we have studied. The definition of skilled human also we have studied. The next one point, that is Homo erectus, is going on. Evolution of mankind, 5th lessons, page number 19, Homo erectus. Homo erectus marks an important stage in a human evolutions. This Homo erectus, it marks an important stage into the human evolutions development started there. Erectus means the one who stands erect. What is mean by erectus? The meaning of the word erectus, it is one who stands straight, like how we are standing here, or how we stand in the same way. Erectus means one who stands erect or one who stands straight. Hence the Homo erectus, this name is given to that humans. Compared to the Homo habilis, he had a more developed brains. If we compare to the Homo habilis man, then with comparison of the Homo habilis or skilled humans, this Homo erectus has more developed brain. His brain has developed properly. He used his brain in a proper way. Humans of the Homo erectus species lived in a group, and the human of this species, or the humans of the Homo erectus groups, they lived into the groups there. Having seen wildfire, human knew about the fire. So this Homo erectus, when they had seen the wildfire, which was used mostly into the forest, so by seeing that fires, they came to know about the fire. It is likely that Homo erectus had learned the technique of fetching the burning branches of the trees to use that fire. And also, it is like that Homo erectus, they had learned how to be produce the fire, because at that time there was no matchsticks, there was no lighter. Okay, so how they produce the fires? They produce the fire, or they learn the technique to produce fire by fetching the burning branches of the trees to use that fires. What are the burning branches of the trees were there in the forest? That branches they were bringing, and by bringing that branches they set on the fire. Why? Because they don't know how to produce fire. So that burning logs or the branches of the trees only they were bringing that. For example, suppose sometime what we'll do, if you want to set into the fires, we use the matchsticks. If we do not have a matchstick, then already the fire is something is burning. Then from that one piece will take out, and that will keep in another log, that but it will be set into the fire. Next time, that time they were doing that, because that time there was no matchstick, so they were using the burning branches of the trees to set the fires. During his time, what happened there? During his time, most of the earth covered with the ice sheet. During the Homo erectus time, most of our earth surface, it's covered with the ice sheet, means snow ice was there on the earth surface, and cold temperature is also there. Obviously, because if the ice sheet is there covered with ice, then obviously what will be there? Atmosphere will be too much cold there. So it is cold atmosphere is there. Therefore, the climate was extremely cold, and because of that, the climate, whatever the climate is there on the earth, that climate was extremely cold, because our earth was totally covered with the ice sheet, and Homo erectus could survive in that extremely cold climate because he had learned to use the fires. And how did he survive in that extreme cold climate? He had survived only because he had learned the techniques how to be produce the fires, and he began to use that skill or the knowledge how to set the how to produce the fires, and how to keep that fire continuously. how to exist the fire, how to be continue that fires, that technique, that skill he had learned, and they continuously put on that fires continuously without cut off. So that technique, that skill they learned, and because of that skill or the technique, they survived in that extreme cold climate. Because what kind of woolen cloths we wear in present time, that we wear the woolen cloths, we covered with the blankets to from protecting the cold there. We have hand gloves, we have cap, hand gloves, socks, we wear that. So that type of equipments were not there for them. So they produce the fire and they sit near the fire to protect themselves from the cold there. So they survive in this cold climate by learning the techniques of producing the fire. However, he had not yet mastered the technique of making fire. However, they did not know how to produce fire. They were not master in this skill that they were unable to produce a fire. Just wherever in the tree, in the forest, wherever the fire set, they were going and bringing that wooden logs, burning wooden logs, and they continuously put on that fire where they were living. Mostly they lived into the caves to protect from themselves from the cold, wind and the ice. Tools made by the Homo erectus were more developed and symmetrical. What are the tools made by these persons, or the tools made by the Homo erectus were more developed in a proper way? They developed the tools there, and symmetrical in a proper way, in a sharp way, accurate way, in comparison compared to those made by the Homo habilis. So Homo habilis, what are the tools made by the Homo habilis? That tools were not that much erect, that not that much symmetrical, proper. What are the tools made by them in comparison of Homo erectus? So Homo erectus tools were more in a proper way, more sharp. Homo erectus made tools like the hand axe. Homo erectus, they made the tools like a hand axe. Axe we used to cut the trees, to the logs, the branches of the trees. So they made the tools like a hand axe. Remains of the Homo erectus have been found along with his tools in the continent of Africa, Asia and Europe. So remains of the Homo erectus, or the remains of their tools, have been found into the continent of Asia, Africa and Europe. So in these continents, most of the remains of Homo erectus, or the most of the remains of the Homo erectus tools, have been found in these three continents. So we can understand by the remains, by the that evidence of the proof, we can understand that they were using the hand axe. Here some of the pictures are given here, reconstructed pictures of the Homo erectus, how he was there, and hand axe, their tools. Information is given here. So next one point here, the Homo neanderthalis, or the Neanderthal man. Homo neanderthalis, or the Neanderthal man, this one point is here. One more stage of the development in the human evolutions is Homo neanderthalis. One more stage of the developments. Homo erectus is developed, again more upgraded, more developed than the Homo erectus, that is Neanderthalis. This is the upgraded features of the humans. He was physically big and strong. Neanderthal man was physically fit, big and strong in comparison of the Homo erectus. Here picture is also given, Homo erectus man and the Neanderthal man on the page number 20. So there we can see that the comparison between the two humans, there their physical fitness and the strength and the body structures more developed, physically more big and strong also there. He was physically big and strong. He is commonly known as the Neanderthal man, and this man was generally this man was known as a Neanderthal man because his remains were found at Neanderthal. Why did he come to know as a Neanderthal man? Because his remains, Neanderthal man's remains were firstly found at a Neanderthal, a place in Germany. Now, where is Neanderthal? Neanderthal is a place in Germany. So, his remains have been found in Germany. Germany is the name of country. His brain was more developed than the Homo erectus. In comparison of the Homo erectus, Neanderthal man's brain was more developed, more big and more developed. So today we'll stop here. When we will come tomorrow, then we'll come with the next information of the same lesson. So till at that time, read out these lessons. Thank you very much. Bye.